What's going on, guys? It's Ham here, bringing you back to another review. A little different review today than normal. It's not going to be another weapon review like always, but a new review for the new Resistance DLC that came out. Now, we got a lot of questions asked when the Resistance event came out, what we thought about the DLC. And we told you all that we knew at the time, that probably not enough content for what you were paying for. Only, 3, 4 new maps. One was a remake. But now that it's here, we can give you our full review about it. Now I'm going to do a live commentary today. Very few cuts, where usually we do a live commentary anyway, because of the way that we have to record our videos. But I will do the best I can. So what we're reviewing is this right here, the $15 DLC pack. Or you can also buy the $50 season pass to get it. This is the first DLC pack of the year for Call of Duty World War II, and you get 3 base maps. One is a remastered map from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. You get a war map, and of course the new zombies map, which we're probably not going to talk about the zombies map this time around, but we'll head on over to the multiplayer maps right now. So let's go ahead and hop in to, we're not going to play online with them for this review. We have some streams up where we played it earlier on them. We're just gonna run through some just running through the maps. So you get 3 maps. You get Anthropod, you get Occupation, which is the remastered of Resistance from Modern Warfare 3, and you also get Valkyrie. So we're gonna head and start off with Anthropod here. Go ahead and start the game up. Alright, this is the spawn area for the Allied team, the American team. It's a snowy map. I do love snowy maps. Looks like it's probably in France, since it's a Resistance theme map. Let's go ahead and check out the overlay. This does appear to be a 3-lane map, but once we dive deeper into it, you will realize that it hardly is. If you look on the map, there's a gajillion little cuts here and there for flanks and corner camping and head glitching, which is going to be a common theme for the rest of these maps in the DLC. So let's go ahead and do a little walk around here. We'll go this way. Spawn area. This map looks very, very similar to a advanced or IW map. So you can see here all these corners you can camp in. A whole bunch of very long sight ranges, or sight lines, I guess I should say, with a whole bunch of little cuts here and there where you can head glitch on all these cars and just camp. Just an amazing camping map. A whole bunch of corners, a whole bunch of cuts. These maps are just way too big. I'm not going to go all the way back there, but I'll just give you a little walk around here, these maps. This is the spawn area for the Axis team. You see the German teams with their swastikas. Swastikas, because that's not politically correct anymore. History, right? And continue around here, back to the other side of the long sightline area. Back over to the American spawn, which there's just so many head glitches everywhere. Head glitch here, we can look into the spawn. Head glitch on trucks. It's just crazy, man. Quite a sniping map. We have a little courtyard over here on this side that you can come to. More head glitches, more camping. There's just a whole bunch of that. But by far the coolest part on this map, which I didn't know, I thought you'd die, you can get in here and swim around. And look, there's little fishes. Get some trout or some steelhead. I'm not for sure what they're going for here. But I definitely want to have a moment or a montage in this map to where I'm like a Navy SEAL, I pop up and shoot some kids. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Be a funny clip. And for some reason there's a pile of fish over here. So yeah, that's Anthropod in a nutshell. This is one of my least favorite maps out of the map pack by far. I think it's just really, really campy, and the sight lines are just absolutely atrocious. Now, how would I review this map? I'm going to give this map a 2 out of 10. Just sheerly because of the long sight ranges and the immense amount of head glitching. You get just so many head glitchers and so many corner campers, man. This map is hard to run around on. If you want to play any game modes, like as of right now, you can only play deathmatch, hardpoint, can kill confirmed, domination on it. If you ever want to try a game mode like kill confirmed on this map, it's not ever going to work out for you. I really, really did not enjoy this map at all in the slightest. Now, if you prefer a campy playstyle, or you like snipers, you might like this map a little more than I did. But let's go ahead and move on over to the next map. Now, next map we have here is Valkyrie. Now, this map, off the bat, again, as in all the new maps, is very aesthetically pleasing. Great looking map. The artwork and the way they have this map designed is beautiful, I think. It looks very similar to the forest map on Black Ops 3. I believe it was called Redwoods. I didn't play that game very much, but yeah. Anyway, as you can see again, the same issue as the last map. I guess we should look at the overview. It's not a 3-lane map. We have 3 little squares. We have each spawn square on the top right and bottom left, as you can see. And you have a little square in the middle that has a cutout in the middle of that square that has a section that you can run through, and you can run around each side of the map. Now, if you look at this map from here, you can already tell that you're going to get shot in the back a lot. It's the same issue as the other one. You're going to get shot in the back, shot in the side, and again, another issue, way too big. Just too big. If you didn't like Gustav Cannon because it was too big, you're not going to like these new maps at all. It surely 100% too big. At least Gustav Cannon is open and you can see across the whole map. That's one thing to look forward to when you play Gustav, at least. But we'll go ahead and run around the map here, show you what's up. We're on the outskirts. Just a whole bunch of little flank, like this flank areas here, head glitch flank areas, is just annoying. There's so many different angles you can come through and shoot people in the back. It's just not a good design in my book at all. Now here we are over in the Axis spawn. This is where you're going to spawn the other team. This map does seem to have a pretty decent spawn trap if you can get it going. I haven't played it too much. I know I didn't really care for it at the time. Here you go, just more running around. Look at so many different angles you can come from and shoot people on the side. I really wish they would block off some of the angles. I think that'd be amazing. Just more. Here's more head glitch areas, and you're still not all the way around the map yet. Keep running. More angles you can come from. And now we're back to the spawn area. I do believe the key highlight area of this map is the key bunker here, the main spot. If you've ever seen the movie Valkyrie, that has Tom Cruise in it. It was based on some assassination attempt on Hitler, where a Nazi tried to go and assassinate Hitler. This is where it happened. This map is based around that. I'm sure it's not accurate in the slightest, but this is where the backstory comes from, for sure. Now, how I would review this map, I'm probably going to give it a 3 out of 10. It's a little smaller than the other one, with some better sight lines and some better spawn traps than the other one. It's a little more playable. I don't like the things like the turret back here. I wish they wouldn't add that in. But visually appealing, gets a 10 out of 10 for looks. Just a great looking map. Overcast, cool sun, amazing foliage, cool car placements, but just, again, too many head glitches, way too many angles you can get shot from, and just overall way too big for a Call of Duty map. You're going to have hard times playing game modes in this map that require you to run around. If you're playing a game mode like TDM, probably going to be a lot of campers and a lot of 10-minute games on these big maps. So that's my review on the Valkyrie map. Now our next map we're jumping into here is the Occupation map. Now if you are a Call of Duty veteran, you will definitely recognize this map probably. More than likely. And this is the remastered of the Resistance map from MW3. Now usually when they remaster a map in Call of Duty, they usually do not do a good job with scaling. They will have the map be completely different sizes, look very, very different. And I mean, it's just usually they don't do a good job. But I have to say, all the poor things I've said about Sledgehammer over the past month or two, I do give them a thumbs up on their scaling and proportions on this map. It's a very good representation of the original map. So if you haven't played this map before, it's a medium-sized map, I'd say. It has your typical three-ish lane design to it. It looks kind of like a number symbol. You have 2 lanes down the middle and 2 down the side. It has some decent spawn traps to it, some good camping areas so you can get V2s. But I mean, I'm not going to spend as much time on this one probably because it's already been made. I think it's been remastered once before. It has the same head glitch areas you can set on. same spots. You can jump on most of the same boxes. You can camp behind this wall still. You can camp there, head glitch that. Come through here. This is all the same areas basically. So it's a decent map. I can tell you right now, in hardcore, there's a mean spawn trap you can set right here, and they will spawn in that corner. In hardcore, you could literally just pick them off one shot with like an FG or MG42 or something along those lines. And they will also spawn right here, so you can pace yourself back and forth here and here, and you can probably drop easy V2s. I went on a really quick 16 kill streak on my first time playing this map. Just running back and forth, not even knowing what I was doing. But I do remember back in the day, I used to use my ACR and camp right here, and you know, pick them off from here, pick them down mid-alley, and transition back up here to the top, and set behind this wall up here. You could pick them off from down here, this range, and over here. You can still do the same things. The spawn system seems to be very similar to it was back in MW3, which is good. I did like this map back in MW3. It wasn't my favorite. I don't know if it's remake worthy, or at least double remake worthy. But it's a decent map. It's probably by far my favorite map out of the 3 that you get from the basic maps. And that's kind of sad because it is a remake. So if you did like this map from MW3, you'll probably also like it in this game. Let's hop on over to the last map in the new Resistance DLC. Now this is our final event. Or our final content, I guess you should say. We'll watch the intro here.
Intel were captured by the Germans, so we have to free them first.
Alright, this is the War Operation Intercept. Now, I'm not the biggest war player myself. I do like the new game mode. Usually whenever a developer adds in a new game mode to a long series or a long-running franchise, it's usually not well recepted or never brought back again. But I think the war game mode is a good game mode. But you just don't get enough score or enough XP for playing if you're trying to grind leaderboards. So now this map is a linear map as always. You have an enemy spawns on one side and an enemy spawns on the other side. You have 3 paths up to the objective and plenty of places to build barriers and camp and defend yourself. But the goal of the first wave is to open up these doors. You get 250 points for each, and is to untie these prisoners, these French resistance soldiers. That's the first wave. I think this is a pretty interesting and new thing that they brought back or introduced. This war map is pretty good. If your team is not the best, it can be overwhelming at times for sure. It's definitely a close range war map, which I'm a fan of. There's not been very many close range war maps, which is cool. The next wave here is just, again, it's right after. It's real close and hectic, which I like. So it's a really fast-paced war mode. Now this section, I'm gonna give a thumbs down because you have to destroy all of these little radios here, which is very tedious. I'm probably not going to be able to do here because I'm not going to have enough ammo. I'll have to kill myself and come back. But it definitely has some issues with this, for sure. It's very tedious, there's a bunch to do, and it's a small room with very few entrance points. So when you're on the attacking team like I am now, it's really hard to get inside this building without getting I mean, they can camp here, they're just going to sit back here and stare at these windows. And it's really obnoxious. And even if you do manage to kill them, they're just going to chuck in nades. Spam nades. Which is my main complaint about the war game mode in general, is grenade spam. But this section in general is very bad for grenade spam. So there is some more radios upstairs also we have to destroy here. There's a whole bunch of these. You don't get much score from doing this at all. And some of them are really hard. I think they could easily outline these a bit more. Make it more prevalent what you need to destroy, because some of these are really hard to find. Whenever I was playing the first few times, I had no idea where these were at. Not a fan of that at all. Easily you can make these much more easier to see, hands down, and fix the grenade spam for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and destroy the rest of these here, and I will hop back with you on the next part. Smack it. Alright, on to the next wave. This wave is very similar to the Operation Breakout, the snowy map. All you have to do is push the tank up. So I'm probably not going to show all of this, but I will show the pathing that you have. You have a spot here where the enemy can camp, but this basically is the exact same as any other push wave. You're just going to sit around the tank and try to survive all the grenades that they throw at you. You push it up through a little S pattern here. You wind up around here and you have to push forward. You have 2 machine gun turrets on the other side, and it's pretty straightforward. You have to set next to this tank and just push her on forward. So that's the war map in a nutshell. There's nothing too fancy after this, so I'm not gonna wait through pushing this tank up by myself. So if you enjoy the war game mode, I definitely think you will probably enjoy this war map. It's probably my favorite out of all the maps in general. If I had to pick one of the other maps, it would be the Occupation or the Resistance remake. But this war map probably seems like the best out of all of the maps, which is kind of sad because I don't think it's the most played game mode. I would have rather seen them put more effort into the other maps. So now let's hop on over to the other content. Now the last little bit of content you get from this DLC is the new zombie map, Darkest Shore. Now we're not a big zombie team by any means. We do like to play zombies here and there. But this map, I heard good things about it. I've watched the streams here and there. I know the Easter egg currently is bugged and no one can do it. So you might see us do a run through of the Easter egg later on. But for right now, we're probably not. We're probably going to focus more on the leaderboards for Call of Duty. Because that seems like our channel's based on. That's what you guys like to see the most. But if you're a zombies player, I do think you will probably enjoy this DLC for that aspect. So in conclusion, what I think about the map packs. Do I like the map packs? Do I like the maps? And do I think it's worth your money? Well, for a short answer, I think the maps are pitiful. I don't like the maps in the slightest. I think they're really, really bad maps. There's no content. Definitely, probably, at least the first DLC pack is probably one of the worst DLC packs I've ever seen. I would rather play the 4 maps brought back the COD for and spend the $15 or however much they were back then. I think they should be ashamed of themselves bringing this out to a game that already was lacking in content, and especially in the map realm. They only bring back 3 maps, and only one of them was remastered. Only 2 of them were new. So I think this is absolutely atrocious. It's $15 a piece. So you save $10 if you do get the season pass. So as of right now, I would not recommend buying any of the DLC if you're a multiplayer person. Now I mean, if you like zombies and you want to spend $50 for zombies content, if that's something that you'd like to do, maybe. But for the DLC, for the multiplayer, it was atrocious, and they should be ashamed of themselves. So if you have not bought it, or you're on the edge of buying it, I would steer clear of it and save your money for something better. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's review. It was a little different than our other reviews we've done in the past, but I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so you can hop back in as soon as our new videos come out. So thanks for watching, guys. This is Hamii out.